You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Monday to you, sir.
Holy cow, what a weekend, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
Coming off Thanksgiving, of course, we had Parade of Lights Friday night, which we were not in because John was late getting the forms filled.
I printed the form. It said here for 3 weeks. Then I was like, oh, hey, the deadline was like
That's kind of how
the
it
other
works.
day.
That's what I do, though. Like every year, come like April 15th, whatever, then all of a sudden there'll be a knock on my door. With the Treasury Department, IRS, and I go, oh, I forgot.
Is it that day again?
I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot.
My
It's all
bad.
Let's just call it even.
Yeah, it is Cyber Monday, which was made up by retailer associations to make you buy stuff online. So
I'm not into
congratulations
that.
with that. Cyber Monday.
It's
It's
not my
also
thing.
and I love this stuff, National French Toast Day.
Oh, oui.
It's all about the batter,
I do
man.
love French
It is. Here you go. You got your eggs and a little milk, and you whip that up. But here's the little add-on. I always include a couple little drops of vanilla extract. And it's awesome.
I bet.
Totally awesome. Birthdays today. I'm glad you asked. This guy, and again, every now and again I say, hey, this guy should be on the $20 bill. This guy should. Founder of Motown Records, Berry Gordy's 93 today.
Oh, nice.
Cranked out a couple decades, some of the best music ever, like ever in the history of the world. Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. What a tragic life.
What a character. What a tragedy.
It was very sad. She flew into the limelight and burned bright like a star for a very short while, and it was gone way too quickly.
Where? What on earth?
You don't think so?
What are you writing for Hallmark
Are we
now?
talking about the same person here?
What just happened
No,
here?
she
I have
was,
no idea what just happened there. He turned into a wordsmith all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are making fun of me for
No, not even at all.
Thou shalt kiss my hind end.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, Anna would have been 55 today. And I always wondered about this because things just got so hinky after she married a guy 227 years older than her.
He was, yeah.
Oil tycoon J. Howard Marshall II. Actually, he was 63 years
Older
with
than
her
her.
senior. They were married for 4
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
He dies. It's worth a fortune, whatever, goes to court. And I never quite knew how that ended. Actually, she got nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. In fact, she passed away while that whole thing was still in litigation. The court finally decided, nothing. But from what I understand, her daughter's doing great, which is nice because she did
That
have
is
a
good.
kid.
And she was such a cutie. I haven't seen her for a long time.
Yeah, she's making her way. So, and one of my favorite artists, he's been in soundtracks all over the place. He's had some great hits over the years. Randy Newman is 79. Songs such as You Can Leave Your Hat On, which I love. You Got a Friend in Me, correct? I Love L.A. And this is close. This is up close and personal in my life. In the 70s, I had a good friend, went to school with, Bobby Pratcher.
Okay.
His nickname was Short and Squeaky.
Oh, yeah. You've talked
In
about him.
1977, the classic Short People hit.
And I never understood. It was a big hit for a while.
Huge
I never
hit.
understood why. I'm like, why was that a hit?
The song would come on, and Bobby'd go, I hate this song. And we'd go, oh, yeah, you
That's
do.
why we keep requesting it, Bobby.
Turn it up. In case you're not familiar with the song, a little dramatic reading, a little taste of Short People, which is absolutely brilliant. They got little hands, little eyes. They walk around telling great big lies. They got little noses and tiny little teeth. They wear platform shoes on their nasty little feet.
Wow.
Well, I don't want no short people. Don't want no short people. Don't want no short people round here.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm clapping
That
for
is
your portrayal.
insane.
Not for that song.
Bobby, wherever you are, man.
Yeah, just...
It was funny.
Can you even imagine somebody putting out a song like that
Oh,
today?
there's no way. There's no
there's
way.
been a dust up over that song recently
yeah.
since we became a cancel culture.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was back in the day. It was absolutely hilarious,
Not to everybody, I'm sure.
except for Bobby. It wasn't our fault you were short and squeaky, Bobby. It's just the way the dice landed. It was 1720, John and Heidi. You always think, what do you think, pirates, right? Pirates. You think like Jack Sparrow, you think Bluebeard, Blackbeard, whatever.
Yeah.
There were lady pirates.
There
Yeah.
were?
I
Yeah.
love this story. 1720, this very day, female pirates, plural, Mary Read and Anne Bonny, went on trial for piracy, convicted, sentenced to death.
Really?
Their executions would be postponed when it was learned that they were both pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yup. Bonnie would eventually be freed. Reed actually died in prison.
Huh.
But yeah,
No kidding.
they were female. Yeah.
So they were supposed to be executed, but they said since they're pregnant, we're not going to do that.
Correct.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, because, hey, man, life. You know?
Yeah.
Kid didn't do anything.
That's all there is
it's
to
kinda
it.
cool.
There's just something. I'd date a female pirate.
Now I kind of want to.
It's just
I want
something,
Heidi
yeah.
to become a pirate.
Yeah.
Would you be a pirate for me,
I'm not
Heidi?
really pirate material.
Peg leg, patch on your eye.
1895, America's very first official automobile race, organized by Chicago Times-Herald. 55-mile route from Chicago to Evanston and back again. Frank Duryea would win that race with an average speed of, what do you think, 1895?
Oh, 45 miles.
I'm going to say 15 miles an hour.
7.
7.
7?
Man, I was even
I
way
was
ahead.
way off.
Yeah, you were way off.
7 miles an hour.
Wow.
And finally, in 1922, Captain Cyril Turner of the Royal Air Force.
I love that name.
Cyril Turner. Pip, pip, quite. 'Cause he's British, you know. Royal Air Force gives the first skywriting exhibition in this country over New York City. Spells out, wow, he was up there for a while, spells out, hello, USA, call Vanderbilt 7200.
Oh.
Over 47,000 people called that number that day.
So it was an ad.
Yeah, actually it was, when you call the number, it was a message saying that your car warranty was about So, yeah, it was an ad probably paid for by Vanderbilt. Yeah,
Don't know who that
my
is.
guess, so.
But their phone number was 7200.
Yeah, yeah, Vanderbilt 7200, John.
Well, now I know.
You want to talk about Anna Nicole Smith anymore?
No, I think I'm
Some
done. I'm
photos
good. All right.
That was
I'm
pretty
good.
awesome.
You need a tissue? You
And
can
she
make-
burned bright
Not nearly long enough there.
and scene. I know, you know, we all know. We just bounce ahead.
And we're going to do that. I'll be back. I don't know if these two will. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Today is a super special day. It's the 28th of November, and you're probably going, what in the world is so special about today? Well, today is your final day to get registered to win with the Mocktails Mix-Off. Everybody's welcome to join us Friday, December 9th. That's the day the actual event happens. But the Mocktails Mix-Off is a community sobriety event, and it's a holiday mixer, and it's a really fun event. And someone is going to win $500. So, yeah, it could be you. But today is the day. So if you'd like to register your recipe, all you do, go to mocktailsmixoff.com. I'm on the page right now. You'll see on the top, submit your recipe for a chance to win. First place, $500. Second place, $300. Third place, $150. So that's almost $1,000 in prize money. And the cool thing is, it doesn't cost you anything to submit an entry. So if you want, you could say, I'm going to submit 3 or 4. You could do that under your name and friends' names and, encourage your friends to join you. Everybody can come be a part of this. And then the cool thing is we'll all get to hang out together December 9th at Giving Hope Bingo. And maybe one of you will walk away with $500. Maybe somebody else will walk away with $300. Maybe somebody else will walk away with $150. I mean, there's no reason it couldn't be you and your friends that win all of this. So be sure to submit your hopefully winning recipe today, because today is the final day to get your recipe submitted. You have till this afternoon, maybe early this evening, but I know it goes away sometime today. So get to mocktailsmixoff.com. And the entry form, again, must be submitted by today, November 28th. You put your name, you put your phone number, your email, and then the name of the recipe. And I always like this because part of the judging is based on creativity. Come up with a fun name. I mean, that's part of it. You can go onto Google and you can search for a mocktail recipe or, alcohol-free recipe. You can search and find a lot of fun recipes, but then you come up with your own name, so you're giving it a name. And then you can also tweak the recipe a little bit. You can say, you know what, this is good, but it'd be a little better with cranberry juice in there, or it'd be a little bit better with, this instead of that. So you can start with, finding a recipe that somebody else has done and then tweak it, make it your own. And in addition to the recipe name, you also put the recipe, the details to help, us choose you to be the one. When I say us, not me, I don't get involved in any of the choosing. I don't get involved in any of the judging. I mean, that's not for me, but I would want everybody to win. See, I'm just not good at that. And then the last question on here, can you make it to the live event to compete Friday, December 9th? Again, chance to win $500. If you can make it in your schedule to be there, it could certainly be worth your time. So, and if you can't, if you go, well, I can't go, so I'm not going to submit. No, still register a recipe, because here are the answers for that. Yes, I can go. No, I can't go. Or no, I can't go, but I can send an alternative in my place. So if you go, hey, here's my recipe, but I can't be there, so I'm going to have my friend, do the actual event. And then you work out the deal with your friend, because if you win $500, you could both get some money between now and Christmas. So, again, the event itself will be December 9th, but today, the reason I'm making a big deal of it, today is a big day because it's the last chance to submit your recipe to be one of the qualifiers. And if you'd like to do that, you go to the website mocktailsmixoff.com. Again, mocktailsmixoff.com. And I would love to see you at the event December 9th. But if you're going to be there as a competitor, today's the day. mocktailsmixoff.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Monday?
Well, that whole pandemic thing, it just keeps giving and giving and giving.
Oh, doesn't it?
And, people studying various aspects of what that meant and how it affected our lives. And then this is kind of interesting. Now, let's see. Heidi, you've given birth how many times? Twice?
Yes, she knows that.
Twice times, both the usual hospital type things, maternity ward, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
Okay. Me too. Me too. Well, during the pandemic, and hospitals were, and a lot of them, depending on where you were, they were just, to the rafters with
Right.
COVID patients and whatnot. Well, what that did was it sparked over a 30-year high in U.S. at-home births.
Okay.
Yeah.
Over 52,000 babies were born, just people staying home and doing it there.
Yeah.
You just get a midwife or something like
Yeah.
that.
I know some people who've done that.
Yeah.
I
do too.
would be so afraid to do that.
I'd be a little worried if something went wrong.
You boil water, you tear sheets.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what you
That's
do.
what they do in the movies.
In the movies, that's what.
You put on a miner's helmet, grab a catcher's mitt.
I don't remember those scenes.
But yeah, over 52,000 births at home. But you think about it, I go back, because I'm a little different generation than you guys. Then I go back to my parents' generation. For instance, my father came from a pretty big family. He had, I want to say, 10, 11, 12 brothers, sisters, whatever. But all those, and from the old country, originally out of Warsaw, Poland, my grandmother, we never saw the inside of a hospital
Right.
giving birth.
Yeah.
They just, she'd weed the beet patch and drop a kid and keep moving.
Yeah,
What?
it's kind of how it worked.
It doesn't need to be that complicated. So I found that really interesting.
Yeah, I could see why. That was very interesting.
My cousin delivered all three of her children at their home. bathtub births.
Bathtub birth.
Yeah.
Oh, the water thing?
Yeah.
The water. Okay, I know that was a big deal for a while.
Yeah.
I know we've got a sunny listener who is a doula because I didn't know what that was. But it's
I don't
kinda
either.
It's kind of like a midwife, but it's different.
Oh, that was like a pickup truck that had
That's
like
a
4
dually.
tires in the back.
That's a dually. No, a doula. 'Cause I was fascinated. She was telling me what that is. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. It's very cool. But it's helping people with that kind of thing, making those decisions.
Okay.
So it's different than a midwife. Midwifery is a whole different practice.
Midwifery?
That's what it's called.
He's just on a roll today. What is going on over on your side of the room?
I read a thesaurus.
He's read the whole darn thing. Do you know there's a different word for everything? Fantastic. Well, I love to help if say, you're in your first, second trimester, whatever your OBGYN thinks you're doing fine. You want to do it at home, give me a call. I'll help you out like $50, man.
Oh, wow.
Hi, I can boil water and tear sheets.
Yeah.
Clean off the dining room table and let's get going.
You could finally use the slogan that you wanted to if you start this.
It's $1 million slogan.
It is.
OBGYN.
Yeah, he pitched this to somebody and they wouldn't use it.
I pitched it to a women's clinic about 10 years ago and they just stared at me.
Idea.
Yeah. Okay, it's real simple. Such and such, OBGYN, whatever you want to call it. But it's people pulling people out of people.
I love it.
It
I don't
flows,
see a problem
doesn't it?
with
It does. It is so simple, yet it says so much.
Yeah.
I love it,
I've been sitting on that for over 30 years. And
Dan Ferris Midwifery. People pulling people out of people.
And it is service mark, so don't you be stealing it.
Yeah.
Contacted me. All right. You know what? That's all I got. I think we did pretty well.
I think we did okay.
Very well.
I'll sleep fine tonight. You guys have a prosperous, blessed day. I'll catch up with you in the morning.
All right. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, November 28th, 2022. Equity markets ended the week on solid footing, but there is a risk on the horizon. This week brings the 1st of December and the next round of important economic data. Not only is the market looking for the NFP and other labor data, but the November read of the PCE price index is due out as well. The index is expected to show an increase in inflation, but at a slower rate than before, which will be taken as good news by the market. Looking forward, the pace of inflation is still high enough to warrant additional FOMC interest rate hikes, and that is having an impact on the outlook for earnings. It is the outlook for earnings that will keep the S&P 500 inside of its new range, if not moving lower. The consensus estimate for Q4 2022 is already in negative territory, and the outlook for the first half of 2023 is not far behind it. At the rate the estimates are falling, the market should expect to see Q4 earnings growth in the range of negative 4% or less by the time the next reporting season is done. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.